Now let's talk about omega-3 B vitamins, magnesium, and zinc. Which of those should we be supplementing, and which of those can we get from food and natural sources?
So nutrition is always, what you put in your body. So you want to try and eat those foods. So a plant-based diet, lots of vegetables, good quality hormone-free protein. So you don't want to have all animal protein that's loaded with hormones and chemicals. So try and go for organic. The same with your fruits and vegetables. An ample amount of good fats. So your avocado, your seeds, your nuts. I know it's difficult for parents because it's difficult to give a child all that if they don't like to eat those kind of foods, or if you're stressed for time and etc. So try and do that. Really invest in your child's health in that aspect. Then obviously with supplementation, I'm not a big fan of multivitamins that are loaded with sugar in little bare forms. I know it's an easy way to do it, but you are taking in chemicals and colorants. A lot of food preservatives have also been linked to behavioral issues, so we want to avoid food colorants as much as possible. So I like sublingual and transdermal because, as I mentioned, you get your B12 injections, it goes straight into your bloodstream, bypasses your digestive system, but you can also do transdermal, so you can spray it on your skin and it goes straight into your bloodstream. A lot of us don't actually realize that everything we put on our skin gets absorbed, so be careful when
it's a little scary.
I know, with your spray tans and all that kind of stuff, that your body does absorb everything. Your skin is an organ. But on the pro side of that is that the absorption rate through transdermal and sublingual, which is in your mouth, into your cheek,
it's like a spray.
A spray. And it's great for kids because the B12 spray has xylitol in it, so it tastes nice and it's palatable. So it also, again, bypasses the digestive tract. You don't have to swallow tablets and everything. I personally use that. I carry it in my handbag, so I just spray.
How many times do you spray a day?
I spray about 4 times,
okay.
4 or 5 times, not too much, but I do, I feel, because I don't have red meat. So, and with magnesium, as I said, you can give your child an Epsom salt bath, or you could spray transdermal magnesium, but you have to make sure it's really good quality transdermal magnesium, because you don't want magnesium that's mined in a toxic environment. So just, there's some really good brands, one specific from the UK that I have used personally with really good results. So you want to absorb nutrients better. You don't want to just take a whole lot of supplements and not absorb anything. And especially people who have compromised gut systems, that they're not absorbing their nutrients, I wouldn't recommend you just pop pills. You need to sort that out, take probiotics, etc. Same for kids. Big thing with ADHD is food intolerances. So you want to eliminate dairy, wheat, gluten, and sugar. Just eliminate that for a while and see how your child's symptoms improve. And there's so many also beyond nutrition. An ADHD child or anybody, they need structure. So every day try and create some structure for them. Give them a lot of comfort as well. In the evenings, have an electronic budget. So don't allow endless hours of exposure to iPads, their phones, etc. It's too much stimulation. The same for us. The blue light actually stops us from producing melatonin. So don't look at your iPad before you go to sleep. Just disconnect from all that stuff for a little bit. So electronic budgets on kids is really important. And daily morning exercises before they go to school, because you want to increase serotonin. So even if they just run around for 10 minutes or jump on a trampoline or play with a dog or go with you for an early morning walk, those kind of things are so important too. So it really helps with serotonin production, then calming the body. So feed them properly, whole foods, no sugar, eliminating a lot of the junk that a lot of children's foods have, and that will make all the difference as well.
How do you know if your body is absorbing vitamins that you're taking orally?
So you'll generally know by how you digest food. So some vitamins, for example, haven't got a good absorption rate. So B vitamin molecules are really big, so the absorption rate is not as efficient.
I heard it's less than 1%.
Yeah, it's really low. So you need to also know, like when you're buying a multi and it's got like, it's 100 Rand and it's got so many different things, I don't really know how much people are absorbing of that. So really try and find your unique sort of needs, nutritional needs, and then gear something towards that instead of just taking a whole lot of stuff. Some of the things have got better absorption, like spirulina, for example, just because it's not synthetic, it's whole. So try to go for food state products versus synthetic, where it's, you know, in a tablet with a lot of buffers and etc.
Do you think that children who are diagnosed with ADHD should maybe try these lifestyle and dietary changes before taking the prescribed drugs?
Yes, absolutely. I definitely think that, you know, things like Ritalin are over abused. The side effects aren't great. You know, if you just research the side effects of Ritalin, it's quite scary. So some people do need it, but I really urge everyone to just explore other alternative options, which are things that we should be doing anyway, whether we have ADHD or not, is to focus on our nutrition, sort out nutritional deficiencies, exercise, to create structure, get off this constant stimulation of, you know, information that does oversensitize the central nervous system, and try and explore those things before, you know, just medicating. I think with all areas of health, don't just medicate, try and see the underlying causes of something.